Hey guys, welcome to the 73rd C programming tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to begin looking at appending text to a file. So let's just say that we have this text file right here and that we want to add more text to the file. So right now we just have this sentence in it, the grass is green. Well, let's say that we want to add another sentence to this file like the sky is blue. Well, let's go back in code blocks and review our options for open modes. So the two open modes that we know are R for reading, and that's no good for us if we want to add text to the file because we can only read from it, we couldn't write to the file. And if we made this W, then if we tried to write something to the file, it would just overwrite what's already in here. So if we tried to write to this file, the sky is blue, then it would just overwrite this text right here. So that won't work for us either. We have to learn a new open mode altogether. And that open mode is just A, which stands for append. So when we go ahead and open up this text file right here on my desktop called sumfile.txt, basically what it's going to do is whenever we write something to the file, it'll just add it to the very end of the file. So if we go ahead and write a string to the file like the sky is blue, it'll just put it right at the end of this file, so right after this period right here. So we're just going to go back in code blocks right here and just write the sky is blue to the file. So we're going to say put s to write a string. Actually, we need to make this f put s for file put s. And then we're just going to go ahead and write to the file the sky is blue, period. And then we're just going to go ahead and write that to this file right here that we opened. So now if we go back in the text file and look at where we'd be putting the sky is blue, it would come right after this period right here. So right after the period, it would put the T, the H, the E, the space, and so on. So we're going to have to go ahead and put a space right before this so that when we write this to the file, it puts a space in between the period and the T. Alright, so let's just go ahead and run this and make sure that it works. So we run this, we don't get any errors, and if I go back on my desktop, close this and reopen it, we get the grass is green and the sky is blue. Alright, and if I were to just go back in code blocks and run this exact same program again, no errors obviously, close it and reopen it, we see that we just get the sky is blue again. So every time that we open it and append more text to it, it'll just add it to the end. But let's say that this file doesn't exist at all, and we open it with A as our open mode. Well, if this file doesn't exist, what it'll do is it'll just go ahead and create the file. So if we go ahead and run this now, no errors, go back on my desktop and I'll drag the file that it created over from my other screen and open it, we just get the sky is blue in it. And notice how there's the space right at the beginning there since we had it right the space. So if you have the open mode set as A and this file doesn't exist, it'll just go ahead and create it and then begin writing whatever you write to it at the beginning of the file since there was no previous text in the file obviously. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial on appending text to a file. So, see you guys.